Good Monday afternoon to you. Richard Scott here for the forecast update. It's about 2:20 on this Monday, and I've got some better news for you. The risk of organized severe weather is looking a lot lower across central and west Alabama. Here's why. We talked about for several days now these two distinct scenarios that could happen. One, you have a wide open Gulf of Mexico. The field, the instability really is able to track northward and produce a risk of severe weather across all of Alabama. Scenario 2 is what's happening. The big storms you see to the south over South Mississippi and South Alabama, that's blocking that inflow of instability further north into central Alabama. Now keep in mind, the storms are going to be nasty when they come through, and there could be an isolated severe thunderstorm or two, maybe some gusty winds, some hail with some of these, but in terms of a tornado threat, it should be to our south. We're talking about areas south of Sumter, Marengo, and Perry counties, down over far southwest Alabama, basically where the tornado watch is now, and portions of southeast Mississippi. We got another round of thunderstorms coming in. Those around Jackson, approaching Meridian now. Those coming here a little later this afternoon. In fact, they should arrive in West Alabama sometime between about 3:30 and 5:30, and then track eastward from there. A lot of heavy rain still happening as of 2:20 this Monday from Birmingham down to the south towards Montgomery. In fact, it is rough going Interstate 65 and Interstate 20 to the east of Birmingham, to the south of Birmingham. If you got travel plans for the rest of the day, keep in mind there's going to be some areas of very heavy rain and intense lightning. Some of the roadways could have some flooding issues. We've already had some flooding this morning, so please be careful if you're going to be traveling. Again, this next round of thunderstorms that's going to be coming in this afternoon, this evening, will pack a punch, so keep that in mind. They're going to be noisy. There's a lot of cold air aloft, which really helps the lightning formation. Also, that helps the hailstone formation, so some of the storms that doesn't have to get all that strong could still produce some decent-sized hailstones. So we'll watch that carefully. Again, this should be minor severe weather risk, but it's going to be messy over the next several hours. Now, in terms of the watch warning setup, the counties in that light shade of green over central Alabama, that's an area of flood advisory for flooding issues ongoing right now. A tornado watch to our south. In fact, that's Choctaw, Clark, and Wilcox. Those counties point south under a tornado watch this evening. Also, you got counties in East Mississippi, and do note there are some tornado warnings southeast of Jackson, Mississippi. I do expect those to stay south of our coverage area. We'll watch radar trends carefully for areas down around Highway 80 and point south. It really looks like the tornado risk is going to be quite limited. We've had some big storms today. Keep in mind, storms that's come across the state were elevated. They're not the tornado-producing storms. They were a mess this morning, very noisy. They sound rough, and they were mean. They packed a punch, but they were the elevated thunderstorms that don't produce tornadoes. And this next round of thunderstorms coming in, same deal. They'll be elevated, not surface-based, that can produce tornadoes. They will be nasty when they come through, so keep that in mind this evening and into tonight. Here's a high-resolution computer model. This is the HER, and this shows what's going to happen this evening. Again, there goes the storms coming through. In fact, it's going to be a lot of rain on radar between now and about 8 o'clock tonight. After that, after about 7, 8, 9 o'clock, storms gradually in from west to east. In fact, there'll be a nice break in the rain. Could have some showers late tonight or early tomorrow morning as well, but I really don't expect a big deal after about 8 or 9 o'clock tonight as all the active weather starts to shift off towards the east. Here's your forecast tonight. So we've got thunderstorms in there through 6, 9 o'clock. By midnight, the storm should be shifted into far east and southeast Alabama. I left the rain icon in there. I think there still will be a few showers around. Temperatures quite mild in the 60s. Expect temperatures top out around 70 tomorrow for our Tuesday. Will be a warm day, and expect quite a bit of cloud cover going to be around for our Tuesday. Here's your forecast. Now, we'll stay mild for Tuesday, but turns colder on Wednesday. Even colder on Thursday, colder on Friday and Saturday. And a lot of questions about the first half of the weekend, Friday into Saturday. Are we going to have a winter weather threat for this part of the state? It is a very tricky forecast. Just going to say that up front. Be honest with you, this is a very complicated setup. Our computer model data has literally been all over the place. Some have shown rain, some have shown just sunshine and cool temperatures, and others have shown a threat for winter weather. So we'll have to adjust the forecast as we get closer, but given some of our data indicates the chance for wintry weather, primarily for North Alabama, I wanted to put it in the forecast, give you a heads up as far in advance as we possibly can, and as we get closer, we'll update this forecast as we get closer to Friday and to Saturday. Hopefully this will just kind of turn into a non-event, just with some showers, and that's about it, but I want you to be aware for Friday into Saturday there could be some issues across some part of Alabama. maybe far north Alabama, maybe further south. We'll just have to wait and see. I'll continuously update you as we get a bit closer to it.